Dear students, today we will discuss chapter 7 in grade 6, Getting to Know Plants. So first we will discuss about the parts of a plant. A plant consists of a root system and a shoot system. A root system is actually present under the soil, while shoot system can be seen on the top of the soil. And root system will have numerous root. Then shoot system will have stem, fruits, leaf and flower. What are the functions of root system? Root is the underground part of a plant. Roots help in holding or anchoring the plant firmly to the soil. They also absorb nutrients and water from the soil to keep the plant alive. Some roots store food in them. The root, branches, root hair, root cap together constitute the root system. So what are the parts of a root? Roots will have a main root and it's called the primary root. And you can see large number of roots originated from the main root. So these are the lateral roots. So there are lot of lateral roots you can see in the picture. And also there will be root hairs and a root tip and a root cap is present in the root. What is the function of root cap? Root cap protects root tip because root tip penetrates through the soil and it absorbs water and minerals from the soil. So it needs protection. That's why root cap is present. Now we can see what are the different types of root system. Taproot system is the first one and second we have fibrous root system. In taproot system, it will be having a main root in which there are lateral roots are originating from the main root. So a single root emerges from a seed when it germinates and this root grows towards the ground from which the branches arises. So these are called lateral roots. Example we have beans, mango, pea, carrot, etc. Now look at the fibrous root system. Here actually there is no main root. You can see a cluster of roots in the picture. So this cluster of roots spreads out in the soil giving support to the plant. They don't grow very deep. An example maize, wheat, sugarcane, rice and onion. What are the functions of roots? Roots anchor the plant by fixing the plant firmly to the soil. Roots help the plant to absorb water and nutrients from the soil. Roots of all plants help to prevent soil erosion by binding the soil particles together, thereby preventing soil erosion. What are the modifications of root or what is meant by modification? Modification is the function in which roots carry other than their normal functions. So in the previous slide we already saw what are the functions of root. Other than these functions, roots perform some other kinds of functions also. So they are called the modifications of roots. So roots will store food. So we call it as food storing roots. Then prop roots, climbing roots, breathing roots. In some plants, the food is prepared by the leaves. Okay, it travels through the stem and reaches the root and it is stored there. Such roots become swollen due to the accumulation of food. So the excess food is stored in the form of carbohydrate. So when you see carrot, radish, beetroot, etc., you can see the excess food prepared in the body is stored in the form of carbohydrate. So this is called the food storing roots. In some plants like banyan tree, a large number of roots are produced from the main branches of the stem and these roots grow vertically downwards and penetrate the soil. So they support the main stem and branches. And the main function of the prop root is to provide mechanical support to the plant. Now, what are climbing roots? In weak stemmed plants like betel, black pepper and money plant, they produce roots from their stem node. So this is node. So from this portion, a lot of small roots are producing, and these roots are called climbing roots. These roots attach the plant to a support and help the plant to climb on that particular support. So these are the climbing roots. Now, breathing roots. Plants like mangrove, okay, these type of plants grow in salt lake or marshy regions. They develop special types of roots called breathing roots. Such roots grow from the underground roots, and they rise vertically upward and come out of the water like conical spines. So each of these roots has numerous pores or air channels through which the exchange of air takes place. Such roots arise because the soil in such regions are deficient in oxygen content. So these are the breathing roots. Now we can see shoot system. Shoot system consists of stem, leaf, flower and fruit. So what are the parts of the stem? Stem will have nodes, internodes and apical bud. What is node? Node is the part of the stem where the branches and leaves arise. So this is the node. And what is internode? The space between the node and internode is called internode. Then the tip of the stem has a bud called apical bud. So you can see apical bud in the picture. It is the tip of the stem. What are the functions of the stem? Stem gives support to the plants and its parts. Stem conducts water and food to different parts of the plant. Now, what are the modifications of the stem? So what is meant by modification? Other than the normal function, what are the other functions the stems are carrying out? Stems also storage food like roots. For example, in potato, we call it as tuber. Tuber in potato, and in onion. Onion we say bulb, and in ginger we say rhizome. These are the underground stems that store excess food. Stems also carry vegetative propagation. That's a mode of reproduction. Stems bear buds that give rise to new shoots. Stems also protect the plant. Stems have thorns or spines like rose and in bougainvillea. So these are the storage food of stems. This is the potato picture, and you can see the shoot, eyes and roots. So potato we say tuber, and this one is onion. You can see a lot of leaf bases. These leaf bases are called scales, and the middle portion is the bud, and there's a basal plate in the onion. Onion we say onion bulb, and this is the ginger. Ginger we say rhizome. A lot of small roots are originating from the ginger. This is the adventitious root, and a scale leaf you can see, and a small bud. So these are the different stems that is actually storing food, excess food they are storing. Now when you look at the leaf part, leaf will have three main parts: petiole, lamina and midrib. What is petiole? Petiole is the stalk of the leaf. See, look at the stalk. The stalk is called the petiole, and it attaches to the leaf with the stem. Then lamina is also called a leaf blade. It is the flat part of the leaf. And you can see large number of thin lines on the leaf. This is called the veins of the leaf. And the central vein is called midrib, or it is the main vein. Now, how the veins are arranged on the different leaves, we call it as venation. So, venation means the arrangement of veins on the lamina of a leaf is called venation. So, mainly there are two types of venation: reticulate venation and parallel venation. So, in plants like hibiscus, they will have reticulate venation, and in parallel venation, the veins are arranged parallel to each other. For example, grass, maize, etc. Then what are the functions of the leaf? Leaf prepare food and they store as starch. Then plants breathe through stomata present on their leaves. Leaves get rid of excess water through their stomata and this process is called transpiration. What are the modifications of leaves? Leaf tendril, leaf spines and scale leaves. These are the three important modifications of leaves. So what is leaf tendril? Leaves are modified into slender, often closely coiled structure. It's called a leaf tendrils. These tendrils are sensitive to contact with the objects. So in this picture it is showing pea plant and its tendril. Now what are leaf spines? Leaf spines are modified into sharp Leaves are modified into sharp pointed structures called spines. It can be used for defensive purpose or to check the rate of transpiration. For example, in cactus. Lot of spines you can see in the picture. Okay. These are the sharp pointed structures. Then this is the scale leaf present in onion. Scale leaves are thin, dry, stalkless and membranous structures, usually brown in color or colorless. So they protect the young leaf but store water and food. So example we have onion. Now we look at the structure of a flower. Flower is the reproductive part of the plant. There are two parts, male part and female part in a flower. Some flowers will contain only female part or only male part. Okay, they are called unisexual plants. In some flowers, both the types of parts are present, female as well as male part. So those plants we say bisexual plants. So here it is showing both female and male part. So this is a bisexual plant and this is hibiscus plant. Male parts are called stamen and female parts are called pistil. So look at the parts of the stamen. Stamen is the male part of the flower. It contains mainly anther and filament. So this picture is an enlarged view of stamen. Stamen, the main part is anther and it will have a long tube and this tube is called filament. If you cut anther into two pieces, you can see some kind of small grains like structure and these are called pollen grains or pollen sacs which is used for the reproduction. So these are the parts of a stamen. Now when you look at the female parts, mainly we have stigma, style, ovary and this together called pistil. And if you see an enlarged picture, you can see stigma at the top of the part of the female and style is the middle portion. Okay, and there is ovule and ovary present in the central portion. And these are the main parts of the female part of a flower and it's together called pistil. Thank you children.